Tired of Zapier and Make.com's expensive pricing tiers? You know, where every extra task costs you more and before you know it, you're paying hundreds of dollars a month? What if I told you there's a way to run unlimited workflows with no task limits, all while keeping complete control of your data? Today, I'm showing you how to set up N8N, an open source automation platform that's just as powerful as Zapier and Make.com, but without the crazy pricing. And the best part, you can host it yourself for a fraction of the cost. Now, before I show you how to deploy this, let me quickly show you why N8N is such a game changer. Check this out. This right here is N8N's workflow builder. Look familiar? Just like Zapier and Make.com, you've got this beautiful visual interface where you can drag and drop nodes, connect them together, and create powerful automation. But here's where it gets interesting. See these nodes? You've got over 300 integrations available. Everything from Google Sheets to Slack to a custom API call. And just like Make.com, you can even write custom JavaScript code right in your workflows. But here's the best part. When you self-host N8N, there are no artificial limits, no counting tasks, no operation limits, no expensive upgrade tiers. You just pay for the server resources you actually use. Now, let's talk about actually getting this running. You've got a few options. One, you can set up your own server. It's complicated and need maintenance. Two, you can use N8N Cloud, but then you're back to the subscription pricing. Or you can use a hosting platform. And I'll show you the third option using CloudStation, because it's the sweet spot between cost and simplicity. Plus, I've got a setup that'll work whether you're just testing things out or running serious production workflows. Let's get N8N up and running. Head over to CloudStation.io and either sign in with your Google account or create a new account if you haven't already. It's super simple and it's free to get started. Once you're in, click on Create New Project and you will see Add New Template. Go ahead and type N8N in the search. You will get two options. N8N Lite, perfect for getting started and running a few workflows. N8N Advanced, better if you're planning to run lots of automation. For what we're building today, N8N Lite is more than enough. Just click Deploy and in a few minutes, you'll have your N8N instance ready to go. CloudStation handles all the technical stuff for you. Once it's deployed, head over to the Connect tab and click on your N8N instant link. That will take you straight to your N8N dashboard where we will build our automation. Today, I'm going to show you how to build one of the highest ROI automation systems for your business. You learn how to instantly respond to prospects with personalized emails that makes them feel valued, even if you're sleeping or busy with other tasks. Here's what's powerful about this. When someone reaches out to you, they're interested right now. The faster and more personally you can respond, the higher your chances of converting them. For this automation, you'll need some kind of contact form. If you don't have one yet, check out my NocoDB tutorial right here, where I show you how to build a professional form system in minutes. But if you already have one, whether it's NocoDB or Typeform or anything else, this automation will work just fine. Today, we're using N8N to build a system that will send an instant confirmation when someone reaches out, check out their website to gather information about their business, craft a personalized follow-up message, and update their status automatically. Let's start building this. So this workflow is gonna start once a new user has submitted a form. The way it's gonna work is we're gonna create a webhook in N8N. So just search for webhook on the right side, and that's it for now. Right, so I've already built my form using NocoDB in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and click here and you will be able to follow along with this tutorial. But I have created a form in NocoDB, so I'm going to go back to the project where I created it and I'm going to open NocoDB. Alright, so my form is called Contact. I can see here all the previous submitted forms that I got. So what I want to do is to be able to, whenever someone new submits the form, it should trigger an automation on N8N. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the form first, and then test it. So we can do it directly from the form here. If you go to share, and then I can open it here, or we can do it with the API.
and I've already shown that in the previous video. So I'm just gonna try it now with some random stuff. The parts we're gonna use in this automation are specifically the website and the message, so that I can personalize the response using both of them. So let's say you on a project with a budget of 10K, for example, something like that. All right, once I submit it, if I go back to NocoDB, I'm gonna see that I have it in here, but I can see it here in the Kanban view. Yeah, right. Here's the latest one that I did. So now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do the webhook. So you just go to details and then click on webhook on the right and create new webhook. All right, and let's call it on form submit. And we're gonna want to use the on record insert. So this is whenever a new record has been added, so a new form has been submitted. All right, I'm gonna leave everything as is, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the webhook URL from N8N. So that's this. So I'm gonna use the test URL first. Just click on listen for test events, and I'm gonna add it here. So 404. Make sure the method is post, and then let's test. All right, it's successful. Now I'm gonna change it to the production URL. All right, and before I do so, I'm gonna save and activate it. Test again and click on create webhook. And now if I go and do the form again, and website, I have a project I want you to work on with a budget of 20K, for example, and submit. All right, now if I go back to N8N, I have here the latest form that was submitted. And you can see here all the information. So the message, the website, email, etc. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna copy it to the editor so I can work with it. All right, so now that I have the webhook, now that I have the information inside N8N from the contact form, I'm gonna send the email using SMTP. So in N8N we have the send email node, which allows us to send an email using SMTP, an SMTP server. If you already have an SMTP server, you just go to create credentials and you add user, password, host, and port, etc. If you don't, I'm going to show you how to create a free SMTP server using Gmail. So all you have to do is create or just log into your Gmail account. So on your Gmail account, go to the setting, see all setting, and then go to other Google account settings. So we're gonna activate the two-factor authentication. That's how we're gonna be able to create the SMTP server. So I'm gonna do that. Go to security and two-step authentication and turn it on. Choose whatever you like for that. Now that my two-factor authentication is on, I can find app setting. So it's application password in English, and now you can call it whatever. So I'm gonna call it SMTP. Create, copy the password. This is gonna be your password for it. So now that you have your SMTP password, your application password, this is gonna be your SMTP password. So go to the send email, and for create credentials. User is gonna be your Gmail account. Password is what you copied, and SMTP host is gonna be smtp.gmail.com. The port is gonna be 587, and we're gonna disable everything. And the user is gonna be the Gmail account your Gmail account. Save, and it's successful. All right, I'm gonna rename it SMTP Gmail SMTP. Save. All right, and now the from, you can do whatever you want. So I can do just something like contact@nia.com, and this is where we're gonna start using our submitted form information. So the email is gonna be the email from here. Just drag and drop it. And since this is gonna be a transactional email, everything is gonna be the same. So whenever someone is gonna submit the form, we're gonna be sending the same exact thing. So the subject, we're gonna put thanks for reaching out, and we're gonna be sending text. And this is gonna be an expression, also an expression, sorry. So we're gonna say hi, and then the username. So it's in the rows, you just drag and drop it. And there you go, you have the name. Just add a space here and comma. And then we're gonna say thanks for getting in touch. We've received your message and we're excited to connect with you. Our team will get back to you personally within the next few minutes. Best regards. And then your company signature, so it says yes team. All right, that's it. And I'm just gonna add some space in here, and this is what is going to be sent. And let's test it. Okay, so I need to actually activate this way. All right, and our email is sent. If I go to sent here, you can see it that it's been sent, and all the information is here. And if I go to my own email, I can see here that I have received the transactional email with my information. So that this is what I put. So that's why I received it this way. All right, now that we have finished the simple transactional email, I'm gonna rename this to transactional up, and we're gonna add another one, which is gonna be the personalized email. So to personalize this email, we're gonna base it off two fields. So in our NocoDB, we're asking for the user's website and some message so that we know what exactly they want to do. So let's pretend we are an automation agency, and the goal here is to, whenever someone reaching out to us, they want some work on automation. So there are two things that we're gonna do. First, we want to scrape the lead's website to see what kind of work they do. So for that, I'm gonna use Jina.AI. So just type Jina.AI and go to API, and we want the reader. So for example, I want to scrape, let's say, CloudStation.io. Here's how this is an example of what Jina.AI is going to respond with. So just a markdown format of everything that's on the website that I gave it. And the cool part about it is we have the curl here that we can use on n8n. So just copy the curl here and go back to n8n, and it's gonna be an HTTP request. So just look for HTTP requests and import curl. All right, paste it, import, and that's it. That's literally all we have to do to scrape the URL. So here let's call it scrape website. All right, and here you can see here that it's passed directly the websites that I was looking for earlier. So I'm gonna delete that, and instead I'm gonna bring the website from here. All right, so let's remove the space and let's test it. And we have the same information in here. So I'm gonna pin it, and this is how simple it is to scrape the website. So because I don't want to keep sending myself an email, I'm just gonna deactivate this node right now. I'm gonna activate it later. So the next part is going to get the OpenAI model that's gonna create the personalized email for us. So just look for OpenAI. For here we can use any other model, but I'm just gonna go with the OpenAI. And we need the message model. All right. For this, you need to create your own credentials. So just click on create new, and you can go to OpenAI. So just go to API OpenAI. All right, just go to OpenAI.com and explore the API. Start building. Log into your account. Continue with whatever you chose. And then go to API keys and create a new key. So I'm gonna call this one NA10. Default projects, create secret key, and that's it. Just copy it and go back to NA10 and you can paste it here. All right, saved, it's working. You can rename it if you want to, if you have too many keys. All right, and next we're gonna choose which model we want to use for this one. I'm gonna use ChatGPT 4o because it's one of the best for these kind of tasks. All right, and here we're gonna give it, this is gonna be an expression, and we're gonna give it exactly what it's going to do. So like I said, I'm gonna pretend that I'm running an automation agency. So we're gonna say you are a helpful sales assistant. I'm just gonna copy the prompt here and I'm gonna explain it. So create a personalized email replay based on prospect website content and their inquiry message. Look for opportunities to discuss automation, efficiency improvement, or digital transformation based on their website content. Keep the tone friendly and consultative. So, all right, so I'm gonna pass it the website content, which is gonna be the data here. Okay, and then the message is we're gonna get it from the webhook. So that's the message. All right, we're gonna add some rules. So the subject line should be brief and include an emoji. This is your choice. Opening line should reference something specific you noticed about the business from the website. Make a connection between what you see on the website and potential automation opportunities. Acknowledge their specific message and needs. Keep it casual and conversational, like you just checked out their website on your phone. And end with, I'm out of the office right now, but want to chat when I'm back. Just send over a couple of times to work with, that work for you. We want it to be maximum 4 or 5 sentences, and don't use corporate jargon or buzzwords. Don't oversell or make specific promises. We're gonna give it the format. All right, so subject, I'm gonna leave some parts empty, like the hi, because I'm gonna populate it with the webhook as well. And then the personalized message that it's outputted here, and quick reference inquiry. All right, and then the out of office sentence that I want at the end. That's it, and we can test it. All right, let's see what we have. So the subject, it's let's turn your ideas into reality. And then, hey there, I just checked your site, and I love how CloudStation makes app deployment super simple for teams of all sizes. It seems like you're all about automation and efficiency. Definitely up our alley. I'll see you've got a 20K project in mind. That's exciting. I'm out of the office right now, but want to chat with you when I'm back. Just send over a couple of times that work for you. Right. So this is perfect. Next, so the next thing is just sending it using the same SMTP server that we created earlier. So just grab this. All right. And I'm gonna grab the to email from the webhook again. So it's in here. All right, and then I'm gonna remove the hi because it's sent using the OpenAI, and I'm just gonna finish it with. So the text is gonna come from what we have just generated using OpenAI. I'm just gonna pin it so I can use it in here. All right, so we just have a little issue here that it's not separating the subject from the body. So I'm gonna add some rules so that we are 100% sure it does that. Actually, the issue is the role. So just change the role to system and this should fix it. All right, so yeah, we need to output the content as JSON so that we have the two different, so that we have the subject separate from the body. So I'm just gonna pin it and I'm gonna come back in here, change the subject to the subject we've got. All right, and then I'm gonna delete all of this and take the body. All right. Okay, it's in there is just one issue here. It results, the result has the name in it, which we don't want. So I'm gonna remove it. All right, so I'm gonna add a couple of new rules. So we're gonna add do not include any greetings. So no hi, hey, hello, etc. Because I'm gonna add them from the workflow, and do not include any signatures or best or name at the end, because again I'm gonna add them myself in there to keep it in one paragraph. All right, let's test it this time. All right, checked out your site, really digging how CloudStation lands app deployment without complicating cloud setup. With your project, we could totally tap into those automated workflows and CI/CD process to make sure everything runs smoothly and efficiently. A budget of 20K sounds like a great start to get things rolling. I'm out of the office right now, but want to chat when I'm back. Just send over a couple of times that works for you. This is perfect. And I'm gonna update here the message. All right. So the subject is subject, and for the body, so we're gonna add the hi plus the name. All right, and then we're gonna add at the end regards, and then let's say my name. All right, I'm just gonna rename this to personalized. All right, so I'm gonna add just a wait here, because we don't want both emails to be sent too close one from another. So we're gonna add let's say 5 minutes, but for testing purposes I'm just gonna put just 5 seconds. But yeah, normally it's gonna be, I'm gonna be adding like 5 minutes to separate both emails. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new entry. All right, let's say, and let's take some other websites. So OpenAI.com, for example. Let's say we're exploring ways to optimize our internal workflows. All right, we have a budget of 100K, for example. I would like to discuss potential. All right, submit, and I'm gonna go to my Gmail, and I already received the email, the transactional email. So thanks for it's the same. So it's gonna be thanks for reaching out. We received the message, etc. And if you wait for a few more seconds, okay, there's an issue because we don't have an object, and we don't have it. Okay, something must have gone wrong. I go to executions, the last one. Okay, I see the problem. I'm just gonna copy to the editor. All right, so the subject is wrong. Okay, and the body as well. Okay, let's test it. Should have received an email. All right, noticed on your site that OpenAI is all about making AI accessible. Sounds like you're already into using tech to make life easier, which is awesome. Since you're looking to optimize workflows and have a budget of 100K, there's a ton of ways automation could fit into that picture. Imagine cutting out some manual tasks and seeing our team productivity shoot up. I'm out of the office right now, and the message up. Right. Okay, so this is good. Before I test it again, there is another step that I want to add to this automation, which is updating the form that we have here to contacted. So whenever the second email is sent, I need the lead to go to contacted. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. For that, I need the NocoDB token because we're gonna be interacting with NocoDB through the API. So just go to account setting and then tokens, and let's create a new one. Let's call it NA10. Save and copy. All right, so after this, we're gonna go to NocoDB and we're gonna update a row. We need to create credentials, so it's gonna be API token, and the host is gonna be your NocoDB host. So, all right, save, and it works. So we're gonna update a row, and it's in forms, and our table is contact. All right, so the field we want to update is gonna be let's go back to see it. I think I called it status. Yes. All right, status. So it's gonna be contacted. Again, for this part, you need to watch the previous video to see exactly how I created this form. And I also need the ID. So if you go back to the webhook, and here I have the ID. So we need to pass the ID of the form of the user here. All right. And let's test it. And that's it. That's how easy it is to update. I made a mistake in the status because status is a single field, so I need to send it exactly in the same format. So let's try again, and I'm gonna make sure that I have the right field name. And if I go back, okay, this time it worked and it's done. All right, so I'm gonna go back one more time and test this whole automation from the top. So just go to the contact form. Okay, let's pretend we are from Spotify. Okay, Spotify.com. Let's say Mike. And the website is gonna be Spotify.com. We're dealing with a growing volume of podcast submissions, and our current review process is mostly manual, looking to automate it. All right, let's submit it, and I'm gonna go to my email, and this is the first transactional email, okay, with the name Mike. And we're gonna wait for 5 more seconds. All right, let's see this. Subject is let's make podcast reviews a breeze. Hi Mike, scrolling through your site, it's clear how much you value making music and podcasts accessible to everyone. This got me thinking streamlining your podcast submission would totally be vibe with your mission of making things smooth and easy. Automating your review process could be the game changer you need, especially as submissions grow. I'm out of the office right now. I'll be reviewing the rest of our email. Quick tip. Uncheck this append anything attribute box. We don't want that anything branding in our emails. So if you go to the contact, and we can see here that the status is now moved to contacted, and we can see it as well in the Kanban as well. All right, this is how you automate your lead, your hot lead. We can actually add more stuff to it, like we can add a Slack event node to send a notification to the sales team whenever there is a new submission, just right here. Just you need a Slack account. We're not gonna be doing that right now, but it's super easy. You can extend it as you want to. I'll be leaving everything you need for this video in the description below. I will leave the JSON to just copy and paste this workflow into your own N8N instance. And I will also leave the CSV so that you can recreate this table automatically.
If you're curious to see what you can actually build with N8N, I've got a whole playlist of workflow tutorials. Check out the description below to see how to build things like lead generation systems, turn YouTube videos into LinkedIn content automatically, custom API integrations. If you enjoyed this deployment guide, don't forget to check out my other tutorials on self-hosting open source tools. All the resources and setup guides are in the description below. Hit subscribe to stay up to date on more open source platform you can easily deploy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.